Lately, every time you turn on the news, there's something being said about the economy. Something about the stock market, the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ. Well, let's spend a few moments right now talking about what these things are. What is the Dow? Well, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is a group of large companies. It's an index. It's a group of large company stock. The 30 of the largest, what they call blue chip companies, it's a combination of how their stocks are performing over a period of time. So most of the times when you hear the reports that come on the news, they're talking about how those stocks have performed overnight or throughout the day. So the Dow is made up of companies like Coca-Cola, Boeing, Nike, McDonald's. Those are some of the major companies that make up the Dow. So as the stocks of those companies go up or down, then the Dow goes up or down. And it's supposed to be a great indicator of how the overall economy is performing. Well, S&P is another one. That's a Standard & Poor's 500. That's 500 companies, their stock and how their stock is performing. And it's companies over a broad sector of or broad sectors. So it may still include Coca-Cola or some of the blue chippers like McDonald's, but it also will include like Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Bank of America, Pfizer, Pepsi. So it goes across a lot of different industries. And if these companies' stock is performing well, if the value is going up, then the S&P is going up. Now the S&P is really considered to be a better indicator of what's happening across the whole economy because it's represented by so many more companies than the Dow. Then the third one is called the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is made up of 3,000 stocks, but it's mostly dealing with the technology industry. Some of the companies that make up the NASDAQ are Netflix, Nvidia, Cisco, Google, Intel, those high-tech companies. So it gives you an indication of how the technology stocks are going. So lately we've been seeing the Dow being down, the S&P and the NASDAQ being down because of the news with the tariffs. Well, that's letting us know that stocks across all the different spectrums and different sectors are performing poorly. And that's not necessarily always a bad thing, because when stocks are performing poorly, if you're going to engage in the market, it's really a great time to purchase stocks so that when they rise and the market returns, you have great gains. The market is a great place to be, but you got to make sure you do your homework and you understand what these reports are saying. Now you know what the Dow means, the S&P, and the NASDAQ.